According to AmericanHairLoss.org, by the age of 35, 2/3 of American men will experience some degree of hair loss, which naturally begs the question to a large percentage of you: to bald or not to bald, to shave or not to shave, to hold on to your youth or to just save. And since a significant portion of you seem to like hearing me talk about how much I love beards, I guess we can do the same and talk about bald with beard. Or in general, I guess maybe, I don't know. I just thought maybe some of you care about a girl's opinion on the whole hair situation, especially because a lot of you are losing your damn hair. I don't know if a lot of you are aware, but they make pretty cool hair transplant things now. And one of my exes got it done and it was fine. And it's a very easy surgery if you can afford it. Girls get their boobs done all the time, even if they don't really have any money. So if you really just are scared of being bald and you're losing your hair, I strongly recommend maybe looking into the whole hair transplant situation, because they can do some pretty magical things. I think it was like $5K, and that was in New York City. So it might be even cheaper elsewhere. So if you're someone who's worried about your hair, or maybe you're a 25-year-old guy and you notice that your hair is definitely a little less luscious, that might be something to consider, because it's kind of a big change to be bald. You gotta have that personality of being bald. You gotta have a little edge, I feel like, personally, to be bald.
And that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so.
If you're like more of like a pretty boy type and you like, you know, looking nice and whatever, then probably bald won't work that well for you. I know the whole toupee thing is really taboo and sounds like really lame and everybody thinks of like old guys when they see toupees, but I don't know if you guys knew, but toupees are kind of cool. So here's this guy, and he's got super thin top hair. If you guys have thinning hair or if you're losing your hair, I just want you to know that the majority of girls do not care, because all you bitches are losing your hair. Like, it's just a fact of life for us. You're not gonna find that many girls that hair matters that much to. Also, a lot of guys look okay with a receding hairline, so it's not like a big deal. So I hope a bunch of you aren't like super insecure about it and taking hair medications that have a lot of bad side effects. Like, it's not like you're a girl with balding hair, that's the problem. But I just want a PSA that y'all can relax about your hair thinning situation. However, doing something about it will probably improve how you look. And that could be bald, or it could be getting a hair transplant, or it could be a toupee. I don't know if you guys knew that the toupee situation is pretty crazy. And I also don't know how comfortable they are. But listen, they can glue a whole ass head of hair to your head. Look at this. You would never know. Girls do it. Girls do all this gross clip-in extension crap, and it like builds up around their roots, and this. If girls can do it, you can do it. And I don't think this is like too metro. If you just get a toupee, like, this looks good to me. And apparently you can wear them for like quite a while before you need to have it reapplied. And I've seen some reapplication videos on YouTube that seem pretty legit. So this is a fairly cheap option. I mean, you have to get a good toupee, but then you can reuse it. And this is something you can do if you want to have nice hair, but can't afford transplant, don't want to be bald. This is 2020 toupees, y'all. I don't know if you knew about this. This is crazy. Those are your three options if you were in that 2/3 majority of men who are losing their hair slowly but surely. But if you're like, I am not prissy enough to deal with that toupee situation, though I don't think it's that prissy, to be honest, especially just go to the barber and they do it for you. But if that just seems like a lot, or maybe you sweat a lot and maybe, I don't know, it lifts, like, I don't know the semantics of having a toupee stuck in my head, so I don't know if it's comfortable or not. So if that's off the table for you, and being bald's off the table for you, because some people, there are some who cannot pull off bald. It does happen. I think most guys can pull off bald, but there are some. Typically, I think really high forehead guys are gonna have trouble being bald. Like, if this is you with your forehead, maybe it's harder to be bald, because, I mean, if you got a big forehead, then you'll just have like a really big forehead altogether. You know, like your whole head will be forehead. So that's the realistic viewpoint on that. But I think most people don't have like giant foreheads. And if you do, I recommend the toupee or the transplant. So just being real. With that said though, I think for the vast majority of men, they will probably look better if you just shave it off and grow a beard. Toupee, no toupee, hair transplant, no transplant, real hair, not real hair. I don't care. Grow a beard. And to prove my point, before we even get into this Reddit review, which we're gonna do and talk about some male hair things and apply it to y'all, just look at Trump. Forget your politics, forget your BS. I don't care. I'm not talking about that. Look at what Trump would look like if he was bald with a beard. How much better? He looks a zillion times better. The guy on the left, like, he looks like an aging man holding on to his youth. But the guy on the right is like, I will F you up. And that's hot to women because we like masculinity, except the ones that don't. And I don't understand those ones, so we're gonna ignore it. Oh man, he looks so good. He looks like a Viking. Like, I would listen to the guy on the right. The guy on the left, I'm like, dude, what is on your head? And by the way, if that's a toupee, it's not a good one. As we've just established, toupees can be good. Can you just apply all that money you have to a better toupee, bro? Because they exist. I just proved it. Now that we've established that most likely bald with a beard, it's gonna work for you. And we've established the options you have if you really don't want to be bald. But now we're gonna look at some real life examples. So here's our first example. He looks a little better with the bald. I mean, I think he had enough hair to maybe not have to totally shave it. With his overall build to pull off bald with a beard, I think he needs to put on some muscle. I'm just being honest. I don't think bald looks that good on skinny guys because bald has this kind of like edge to it. And when you're skinny, you're like kind of like, I don't know. It doesn't work for me, I'm gonna be honest. This guy also has a big forehead. It looks big on the right side, but it looks normal size on the left side, so I'm not sure. But I think this guy maybe should have either like just gotten like a hair transplant, like maybe just saved up for it. Obviously, maybe he can't afford it, like that's a thing. But more than that though, like he's young enough that like he could have gotten like a really good toupee, and I don't know, because he's still got that young teen guy thing going for him. But then again, I can't judge too hard because maybe he has the personality to back up bald. But here is an example where it completely, totally works. I don't know why, because he's probably not super bulky. Also, he doesn't look as young. I think the other guy looked too young to be bald, and this guy looks like he's already like 30. And so he looks 1,000% better bald. If you're a guy and you have hair like this and you're just kind of holding on to it, you're making yourself look older than you are. Over here, he just looks like he's like fit and active and masculine, and he just doesn't want all that hair to deal with. It's just a lot, and he doesn't need it. He's like, F it. By the way, on the thumbnail is Johnny Sins. I also think he should grow a beard. He probably won't, because my experience with him is that he hates body hair. I know Johnny Sins will never grow a beard, but he would look good with it. Option 2, here's a bit of an older guy. For sure, hands down. High forehead, no forehead, whatever. If you're over the age of like 35 and like you look around your age, you will definitely look good bald with a beard. I don't know what it is, but bald with a beard on older guys definitely looks good. It's almost impossible to look bad unless you're just already really unhealthy, you know? Even then, if you're really overweight or whatever and you're losing your hair, probably you're just bald with a beard will look better again. Either way. Y'all are underestimating the power of some better glasses. A lot of these guys are wearing glasses that are like, hi, I'm an IT worker from 2002. Like, no, dude, get yourself some nice stylish frames if you're gonna be a glasses wearer. Those old school glasses, if they overly big aviator 70s glasses, like, no. If they're these like too small, just kind of like super utilitarian glasses, no. Get yourself some cute frames. It's more comfortable than that weird nose thing anyway. Plastics are lighter. If you almost spend $1 zillion on new glasses, and that's why, because you're like, oh, let's tell you about these glasses. They were like $600. I don't know if you heard of it, but there's something called warbyparker.com, and it's only $100 now to get yourself some prescription glasses. Not sponsored, should be though. I could totally do a video giving you guys hair advice if you want, but I might be honest, so just be careful. Send me your pictures again, and say, what should I do with my hair? Make that like the first line so that I know to click on it in my sea of DMs. I'm not even at all famous, but I'm still daunted by my DMs. So what should I do with my hair? And then if I get enough of them, then I'll make a whole video telling you guys what you should do with your hair, I think. Here's another good example. Bald with a beard. Thank goodness most of these people who are going bald on this Reddit intuitively know that you need a beard to back it up. Because I haven't so far found anyone who just went bald with no beard. But yeah, if this is your current hair, look, he doesn't look old. He's like a cute guy. But like, if he's rocking his hair like this, he's aging himself by like 10 years. You don't want to do that. Because you're trying to attract younger women, right? I'm pretty sure all of you would say yes to that. Just buzz it. You look better. This guy's actually a little unfair because he's a little too attractive, except for this nose piercing. I'm not into that. He's not even really balding, but he still looks better bald with a beard. Oh my God, here's a funny meme perfectly illustrating my point. Bald guys are hot as they see bald guy with beard. Is this the line? A bunch of women look at him. He's still hanging on to the side hair and they're like, no, hot guys are hot. No, bald with beard and healthy is hot. I mean, this guy's just kind of hanging on to his hair. First of all, grow out that beard. For sure. Like, grow it, because you need more volume, because it's like blonde and fine and stuff. Yeah, he'd look better bald with a beard too. Yep, I suggest bald with a beard. I mean, he can pull off keeping the receded hairline like that, but I just feel like when it's receded that far back, you're making yourself look older, and then you're less likely to attract a 29-year-old girl. If you're that, you know, or 20-something, because I'm pretty sure everybody wants 20-something-year-old girls. So, by the way, I'm never turning 30. I'm 29 and I'm staying 29. I moisturize, okay? Look, this guy, his hair wasn't even receded. He looks so much better. He went from no to yes. Like, damn. Like, honestly, like, some of you might even consider just buzzing it in. If you don't like dealing with your hair, like if you have hair, but you're like kind of over it and you can never seem to get it to go well and whatever, maybe just consider bald with a beard anyway. That's all I have for today. Here's what I look like with my no glasses for some of you that are like, oh, you look so much better without glasses. You're in the minority somehow. I don't know, but here's what I look like with no glasses.
Don't you wish your girlfriend was hot like me?
Hope you guys liked this content for you redeemers. I forgot to do it in the beginning. Oh well. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the like button. Send me some pictures if you want some hair advice, because I'm obviously so qualified to give advice on that. But more than that, I won't be mean, so at least there's that. I'll be honest, but not mean, because I'm just not a mean person. Love you guys so much. Bye.